Hello, when you joined us last... Oh, first of all, I'll start with the greetings. Hello, my name's Bajingo, and when you joined us last, we were... I don't know, we were just being attacked by Knossos, and then attacked by Knossos again, and again, and again. And I did a swift uppercut with the old Theseus in the jaw, and now Knossos is my vassal, as well they should be. I did a sort of slight introductions to where we could go. We could go to Amphipolis. This lonely isolated land is blessed with plentiful wood, bronze and marble. We could go to Laurion. This harsh land has little to offer except for rich deposits of silver ore. And I decided that we should go to Laurion, because I've not got much money, and all the money I did have I gave to Knossos, so it's time to reclaim it. So, on we go.
Establishing a city here will be a boon to Athens.
Boon to me as well.
Silver ore to be had here. Silver that can be minted into the drachmas that Athens will need to thrive. Living here won't be easy though, because the land is very unkind.
I was going to just mine some silver and convert it into currency. I mean, what could possibly go wrong? So here's what we've got. That's it. Well, if you're ever worried about the map being too big on Athens, you know I certainly was. All my fears have been allayed now, because this is tiny. And no food production. Everything needs to be bought and paid for, or perhaps requested. But there's Knossos. You say you bend the knee to me now. It doesn't do much but sells wood. Sparta's still resentful. Corinth, sympathetic. Do you know what? Diplomatically, I'm doing a lot better than I thought I did before. Marathon's loyal. Odysseus is loyal. Lovely. Right, let's see what I can actually do. There's no space to actually put up a proper housing block, is there? I doubt we'll be doing any timber collection. No. So we can get rid of these trees. They are a nuisance. Make this barren land even more barren. Let's see if changing the angle helps at all. Well, it certainly confused me. Alright, we can put housing block down here. I think a good standard sized housing block, from what I read looking at housing block guides on Zeus.heaven games, I think it was, or something like that. City builder forums, yeah, just search for them. A good size is to have 8, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, gap, and 1. And the gap allows... That's fine, apart from I've put the these houses on the wrong side. But leaving that aside, you want these to go across like that. Well, that was supposed to be a rather swift demonstration, and it wasn't. It was quite the opposite. Stick that across like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I thought I'd have done it. Yeah, that's too many. Get rid of it. And then gap 1, 2. And that leads to a housing block that's not too big, so you're overwhelmed by unemployment and walkers not making the journey. Also, this little gap here ensures that you get a nice 3x3 gap in the middle. So when you want to build a commemorative monument, or I don't know, a hedge maze, oh, you can't. There's room for it. So we'll stick in the usual. A fountain, an agora. Lots and lots of trading posts. Now, what's the cheapest food that I can buy? I'll start going to delve into a bit more detail, which is what I didn't do in the last one, I don't think. So carrots are 40, cheese is 45, fish is 36, but wheat is 30. It looks like that'll do. That's a winner. Where do you get wheat from? Oh, you don't get very much of it. Failing that, there's also carrots. So Marathon and Odysseus both provide wheat. Does anybody provide fleece? Somebody must do. Athens provides cheese and marble. I don't know where I'm getting the marble from. Who's in charge there? Doesn't say. I also don't know where I'm getting... oh, Thermopylae. They've helped me out time and again. If I recall correctly, I think you get some freebies. I think Athens has a whip round, and everybody sort of chips in, or whips everybody until they chip in, something like that. There's a joke in there somewhere. I'll get around to it. So we'll have, for the time being, I don't think we're going to be talking about olive oil for quite a while. And we'll stick that in there. Now the aim of the game of this mission is just to mine and mine and mine some more. And we're going to start doing that probably indecently early. So if we put that road over there, so we can get mint on the go. Well, they're quite expensive. So I'll start with just one, because I probably won't have the population to do anything with it. Oh, tell a lie. I've reached 100 people. 100 people in this barren wasteland. I mean, what must it be like to live here? It must be horrible. Actually, it doesn't look much different from the rest of Greece. Thank you kindly. Don't eat them all at once. I probably will go to want a bit of culture. We're going to do philosophy here, but not much else. Now I want to put a palace somewhere, presumably. I need to tax the population, otherwise... well, I don't know, it just needs to be done, alright? And that doesn't fit. In fact, there's no room for the palace anywhere. Couldn't we just have a slightly smaller palace? Or is that not an option? I mean, it's huge. Doesn't fit anywhere. I could put it down in the valley, I guess. Anyway, this is a simple, nice, simple mine them up mission. No gods, no disasters, nothing like that. Just... oh, come on. Hello, Bajengu. I, Acrisus, your deputy in Athens, need your help. We need 1,000 drachmas within 9 months. We've used more than we thought, and we'll run out if we don't. I mean, come on! I was using that to build my city with. Right, good stuff. I can't actually afford another foundry at the moment. And I don't know how long that food's going to last. $240. We can afford one more. Ooh. This is touch and go. You know, I think you can enter this mission with a bit more money than the 3,000 I started with, but the funds just carry over from one mission to the next. So perhaps I should have readied myself at the end of the last mission. You know, just requisition drachmas from everyone. I guess I could try and do it here. Athens regards you more highly. Great! Do you think you can send me some cheese? Where is Athens? There it is. Does anybody produce more food than that? I'm seeing a lot of 12s. I'm seeing 12 wheat, 12 fish, nothing, 12 cheese. There's nobody going to corner the food market. Anyway, Athens, give me some food. Oh, no need. Tribute's played by Thermopylae. So the tribute just carries over. It's a personal tribute. They're not paying tribute to Athens, they're paying tribute to me. As well they should. 400 drachmas. 8 slabs of marble. I don't know what I'm going to do with that. Wow. That was more effective than I thought. So we've got enough there for 11 months. So we could, at the moment, just survive on whatever tribute we can get. Because I'll be damned if I'm spending money. At least for the time being, anyway. We'll get another mint on the go. And then possibly work on that, some bronze over there. Nothing else is cheaper to set up. So set the views to due north. This is something that I figured out, or remembered I could do, in between times. So I went through most of Athens, the last episode, and the episode before that, cursing the fact that I couldn't see around buildings, and then forgot that you can do this. You've been able to do that since at least Pharaoh, possibly even Caesar 3. And but in Pharaoh it's up there and it's a little pyramid button. So because I didn't see a pyramid button up there, I kind of didn't realise. Now, what's the best way to get to that bronze? Game? Really? Forget that then. Really? There's no way up there? Sigh. Well, how much does that cost me? Quite a lot of money. So I won't build the road there yet. Unless I need the road to get the population to work. Quite a lot of money. It's 300 drachmas, but you know what I mean. Comparatively, it's a lot of money. Thank you. I'm all about that cheese. So I'm not going to do anything with those skeins of fleece just yet. Largely because I've already got enough unemployed people. I don't need more. 35% unemployment, and everyone just seems fine with that. Okay, since it is going to cost so much money to build a road to the other side of the map, I'm just going to build another fountain. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Oops. Okay, I'm not going to do anything now because I spent a third of my budget on essentially a bridge to nowhere, which is fine when you've got a lot of money to play around with, but not when you've only got 500 drachmas. So I guess we're going to have to wait again. Right, we'll build another foundry. Thank you. Perhaps I could stockpile the fleece as and when it comes in. In fact, you do 32. We can always change it around if olive oil becomes a pressing issue. But like I say, I've got a feeling it's not going to, because I can only have one type of entertainment. And that's just listening to lectures. Just philosophy lectures. Not a bad way to spend your time, I guess, but if you're hard at work, and all you've done all day is just mine silver and then smelt silver, so it's like hard work, it's hot, sweaty, terrible. Is it really going to be the last thing you want to do is after a hard day's work is go and listen to somebody talk? Perhaps we could have like a theatre or something. I mean, even a gym might be better. Having said that, if you spent all day mining, you probably don't want to then spend all evening at the gym. It's alright, it's in the modern age for those office workers. No, hang about. Hang about. The reason it's given me that ridiculous route is possibly to do with these rocks here. Possibly to do with these trees. That's a shame. I thought I'd be able to clear some trees out and I would get an easy route to that bronze. But there is an easy route to the bronze, it's down there. So, this is really unsteady and erratic town planning, isn't it? It's like, I want to do this! Change my mind, I'm going to do that! And I probably need to get some money in for next year, because I've got a feeling that Athens is probably going to want 1,000 drachmas off me. I've got 893 food, but I've no idea how fast people are eating that. The game told me that when the tribute came in, it would last for 11 months, so I'm hoping that should be fine. So, does anybody want bronze? And can I do anything with the bronze once I've mined it? No. So I can't even make it into sculptures. Or into weapons. It's just bronze. It's just bronze. Marathon doesn't want it. Athens doesn't want bronze. Okay, nobody actually wants bronze, but I have a feeling it's probably going to get demanded off of me. Well, in that case, probably set up a token industry, but I'm not going to invest heavily in it. There's no money to be made. I'm not interested. So we can set up a small thing, a couple of foundries perhaps, storehouse. That was expensive. I didn't realise. You don't realise until you're really strapped for cash just how much things cost in this game. So just dump the bronze there, and hopefully that should set aside any quests. Oh, come on. Oh. Oh, nice. Oh, you can walk around there even if you can't put a path there. Probably not very efficient though. Perhaps you ought to put a foundry up here then. That's not a huge amount of bronze I'm mining. City doesn't have enough food. Yes, I know, game. You've put me in a situation where I can't do anything about it. And I'm not going to buy any. Not when tribute's coming up. Oh, that's a point. In fact, I'm going to pause the game here because I'm thinking. It's always a good idea to pause when you're thinking, especially when it takes as long as I do. Does anybody buy marble? No. Well, there's an easy way to check. Oh, available for import or export. So somebody buys marble. I couldn't tell you who though. Oh, seriously, game, come on. Buys sculptures, buys wheat, buys... Ah, Corinth. Old buddy, old pal, how would you like to buy some... Oh, can I afford that? No. Right, so I'm going to get some marble in, and then I'm going to sell it to Corinth. I'll double check on that screen while I'm there. Nothing happens with bronze. It just sits there. Maybe later on in the scenario it becomes available, but I can't remember. And I really want to move the foundries to over there now. Now I can see how far they're having to walk. But I'm not spending more money on them. Right, it's 240. I've got enough now for a trading post with Corinth. I will take that, I will take that, I will take that, and I will take that. Lovely. Sell all the marble that you like. We can actually import some fleece. But there's no point. Food stocks will last for 11 months, apparently. I don't know how it calculates that. It's very clever, though. Ah, employees needed. Can I build... Ooh. I can build a palace. Do I want to? How much does it cost? 300 drachma. I know I'd forgotten something. Just at the back of the mind, you know? So I can... Can I still build a palace? Yes, but it kind of blocks everything. I'll do it. Build a palace. Put a road up to it. Sell my marble. You know, it's not a bad shout. 8 marble for 84 each. And I will stick a tax collector in so that these destitute people can start paying me taxes, because they've been getting away with it scot-free. So make 400 from mine silver, 400 from tip tribute, 1100 from mine silver. So our economy is entirely based on just inflationary money printing. What's the worst that could happen? So I've had one foundry here. Can I afford it? Sort of. Yes, I can. There we go. I can more than afford it now. So I have one foundry here, and potentially one foundry up there. But what I will also do is build a couple more mints. No, what I will do is I will let my people have the fleece now. Oh no. Oh no. Well, it doesn't look too bad. I can deal with that. Although it does show that this area is probably not the best place to build one of the biggest, most expensive buildings available to me. Okay, I will let my people have their fleece, is what I was going to do, because a little bit short of workers. I've got another mint there. What do I actually have to do in this? Treasury of 7,500, yearly profit of 1,500, 8 bars of bronze for the parent city. So I can probably get the bronze thing sorted pretty quickly. Oh, thank you. I mean, where's he getting fish from? I remember being in Athens and there wasn't any fishing going on. It was just cheese. Lots of cheese. Why didn't he give me some cheese? I hope they don't want any more cultural facilities, because they're not getting any. So now all there is to do now is just sort of wait, I guess. So we can have a second mint over here, and a few foundries over here so that they can go over to that bit of bronze. Well, foundry there. This time we're going to remember to put a thingamajigger. What are they called? A maintenance office. Well, that seems quite a happy medium. I don't know what that's a medium between what exactly, but it's a nice saying. Sounds like I'm being compromising. Right, that's the maximum we can get to, a homestead. Because there is no more culture available. It's a shame. So in a bit of downtime last night, I was actually going through the Thebes scenario again. And one of the things I realised that makes that scenario quite a bit easier, aside from the fact that you can pretty much produce everything right off the bat, and you can make a lot of money from trade right off the bat, is that you get the Nemean Games and the Olympic Games and the Pythian Games. And so if your cultural facilities are up to scratch, you're constantly getting commemorative monuments, so making your city look nice is pretty much cost free. Unlike here where it's extremely expensive. How much is that? Extremely expensive. Can't even put benches down or anything. It's just parks and columns. I do like that. There we go. We've got housing for 104 more people, and I need 43 more workers. I also found a joy last night of, oh god, 500 people, of just having the game at a single speed, because I know I'm pretty bad for this and you've probably watched the videos and it's probably frustrated you. Oh come on! 863, that's a very specific sum. I should be able to make that though, hopefully. It's a shame you can't sell stuff, like sell buildings off. But I guess the game's a bit unforgiving like that. A lot of places you get, a lot of games, city builders, you get refunds on buildings you destroy. I know that Anno 1404 depends on the difficulty level. So easy you get full refund, medium you get half of it back. And on the hard difficulty you get nothing back. Anyway, I had a train of thought. That was it, yeah. You probably watched me like playing around with the speed, slowing it down when something happens, and speeding it up while I'm waiting. And I bet it's been frustrating you. Sorry about that. Because I found a certain joy in just leaving the game running for a while. And the thing is, I got plenty done. Like, I don't think it made the mission any quicker by speeding forward and then breaking to a halt and then speeding forward. So I think I've got the money for it now. So Athens, 863. Yeah, I can afford that. Sigh. And I get it, I'm a colony, and this is pretty much what I'm established for. But what you can do to make yourself useful is you can give me some food. I can't do anything else here. I can't build a sanctuary. I can't do any food. I can't do any culture. Military, I can build a wall and towers, which is a bit ominous. God, I hope nobody invades, but I don't know who would invade.
Well, this is the finest capital war I've ever seen. The business would be pleased to work with it.
It's good and all, but why do you sound like the 48er in the California Gold Rush? It's not gold, it's bronze. Right, I think a notification came up there, but I right-clicked too quickly, so I don't know exactly what it was. So we've got 6 in stock. I can do the bronze for the parent city, and then it's just a case of, I guess, waiting it out. How much food have we got? Oh, plenty. I'm not gonna buy food. I'm just gonna sort of beg people for it. How does Odysseus feel about me? Not too bad now. Trouble is, I can't make him happy. I can't make anybody happy because I don't produce what people want. Tribute, 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 tribute. Lovely. I wish it would tell you, but it would probably be a bit too difficult for it to work out, like how much food you get through... Thank you. How much food you get through tributes and stuff like that. But that, I can't imagine that data being stored anywhere particularly accessible. So I guess it's just guesswork. We don't import any food. But I imagine we've got enough. What we do have is plenty of money. So we'll put a couple more mints in. I could probably put a few more houses in, since I'm fairly confident in the food situation. I probably shouldn't be, but I am fairly confident. And if push comes to shove, I could always buy some food. I just really don't want to. I set aside that bronze, and I just keep mining it for whatever reason. We actually made a profit last year. See, we're on the way. Hygiene's no longer perfect. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Best put an infirmary in before people get sick. This city makes great economic sense. See, it's good you didn't worry about olive oil, because there's no point in it. The houses are just stuck at this rather unfortunate level. And it's not a bad house, but it's only about... I think it's halfway there. I think a townhouse has 70 occupants in it. And 32 is not too bad. I could certainly stick a few more in there. But for the time being, we've got what we need. We've almost got all the workers that we need. And nobody's starving. What a win. What's your problem? Oh, come on. So, building neighbours to reduce the neighbourhood's appeal. What buildings? I mean, you've got... The foundries are all the way over there. The infirmary, which can't be that. Can't be that bad. Somewhat unappealing. I guess I don't like the barren land around them. Well, what I can do is I can put a couple of parks in. And while we wait for... Look at that, 0%! No workers needed, no workers unemployed. And I think it looks like we've reached peak silver over here. Peak steel, peak oil. I was trying to think of the commodity then. I got the first word, peak, and then I couldn't remember where I was going with it. So the next foundry I'm going to place over here. Not foundry, mint, but you know what I meant. I mean that's largely what I bank on. People just knowing what I mean. So I've only just noticed the date. It's 787 BC, so we are right in the back, sort of pre-Hellenic era. This is like, well, not archaic, but it's very far back. The Peloponnesian Wars, I believe, were the 260s, 280s. So this is a very long scenario. Well, it says, isn't it? A very long scenario. It's got to cover 600 years. And we're going to cover it in just a series of hours, of hour-long videos. More or less. I think the last video came to about an hour and... I think it was about an hour and 20. Yep, give me the money, give me the marble, give me the wheat, give me the fleece. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Now, who wants to give me some... Who's still dedicated? See, you can give me some food. guess I could take some marble from him as well, and then sell the marble to Corinth, but they only buy 12. But I'm currently only selling 8, so it might help just to boost things up. Odysseus, old buddy, old pal, how about you give me some marble? You don't need to know why, just give me some. And then we'll put a second... I don't know how much marble it's going to give me. What I'm thinking is that I'll get an extra 4 marble a year, plus the tribute from that, and that's an extra... well, I don't know. Off the top calculation, about an extra 300 drachma, something like that. Not very good at mental maths under a time pressure, under a viewing pressure as well. Everybody's watching me trying to work it out. Thanks, Odysseus. You're a pal. You're also quite bitter. But I'm hoping you'll get over yourself, because there's not much I can do about it. So that plus the tribute should just keep things ticking along. Because you'll notice the treasury is actually looking rather healthy now. Thank you. So I'm feeling so confident. I'm going to put in a bit more housing. I should perhaps upgrade the current housing before. I should have checked if I could upgrade the current housing before doing that. Lovely. Probably ought to do something similar there. But first I ought to put in a Doric column. How do they compare to an Ionic column? That looks quite expensive. Same price, but Ionic column looks better. So I'm thinking these work like the walls, residential walls in Emperor, where it just blocks out negative desirability. I think anyway, perhaps it was like a prototype before it was fully implemented in Emperor. Which incidentally I probably ought to play at some point just to finish off the collection. But before I start promising any more Let's Plays, I probably ought to finish the ones that are already on the list. And that list, in case you're wondering, is this, getting Pharaoh up and running again, Alpha Centauri, and Rise of Nations. And that is already going to consume probably about 20 hours, something like that. Depending how sharp I am with it, I guess. See, I knew you were going to do that. So it's not a bad thing, because it means that he's still dedicated. Well, he's loyal now, but he was dedicated before. Does he get a boon when I fulfill requests? No, in fact, he doesn't like it when I request from other people as well. You requested wine from a vassal. Did I? I don't remember doing that. I must have thinking about somebody else. Yearly profit of 1,500. Well, it's September now, so what does that look like? Currently on 2165. So assuming I don't spend anything, I'll be alright, and then it's just a case of waiting for the treasury to get up. So, I feel very confident in just cranking up the speed a bit here. Although I want to put a few more mints in there just to... Oh, no problem. Would you mind giving us some food? It was like a... I was going to say it's like a barter economy, apart from I'm not, because I'm actually giving him food. or actually giving him money. But I don't mind. It's like barter economy of like, you know, here's a gift of something. Can you give me something else? Right. Thank you. Thank you. Lovely. Great. How much food have I got? 540. That's going down, isn't it? Right, I know I'm supposed to be waiting for the treasury to go up so I can get a nice quick mission, but I also want to try and maximise the amount of money I can get out of this. I also need to do something about the unemployment. Can I could import fleece off of you, but I don't need to because I get it for free. How about Odysseus? I will actually buy some wheat off of you. Yeah, that makes sense. I feel bad. I don't know why. So I'll import... Yeah, not a great deal, just enough for one trader's worth. And what does that cost me? 30. 100. 220 a year. I think I can stretch to that. See, this is the kind of accounting you don't get in other games. When you just look at the balance sheets. I mean, I can more than easily, more than afford it. Particularly since we've now got these foundries up and running. And I am a little bit nervous about the fact that no. Well, I guess I could have made it a thing. I could go through this entire mission without buying any food. But I always got any plaudits for it, I guess. And it would have made things a pain if all of these houses had devolved. Oh, come on, people. You're not helping with the treasury goal. Perhaps one more there. There we go. And you'll probably take a nice big park there. There's not a great deal I can do about them. Because they are right next to the granary. Perhaps something like that. It's too far away to have an effect. Nope, they're just going to have to remain miserable buggers. So last year, what did I make from mining silver? 2,900. That's probably going to go up probably by about a third. So we'll get to the 7,000 goal in no time. 7,500. And there's no other reason for that bronze. I guess it's worth having around, you never know. Problem is, it's taken up valuable marble space. Perhaps I could give some to Odysseus. Have some bronze. There you go. You don't particularly want bronze, but you don't produce it yourself. Oh, look at that! We can get some efficiency. So if I take this out here, everybody's happy. Right. There we go. I feel better now. I mean, I could have just put some housing down here. But they're next to the infirmary, they would have probably been quite unhappy. But it's also close enough to open area that I could have put some gardens down. However, that's not the point. I'm getting distracted. I keep on spending money as well. I just got to sit on my hands and not do anything. I did literally sit on my hands then. That's not going to help get the game through quicker. I seem to remember watching a Let's Play years ago now on Railroad Tycoon 3. Incidentally, it's one of the games I want to do, but it doesn't work very well on my gaming PC, Windows 10 and all that. But hello, Bajingo. I, Hippopotamus of Odysseus, Hippodemus, not Hippopotamus, have received your gift bars of bronze. We don't really need the item here in Odysseus, but thanks all the same. And that has made you loyal. There you go. No, thank you, because it's actually just cleared the way for... Nobody else likes some bronze. Who else doesn't like me? Nobody's particularly miffed. Oh, he's miffed. Wait a second, if I give him bronze, he'll use that to build an army and rebel against me. Not think that through. Well, here we go. Easy peasy, nice and simple. Done at the turn of the year as well.
The Laurion mines give Athens the economic stability it so desperately needs.
That's it. Well, I could have, yeah, a bit of fanfare would have been nice. Oh well, that's the plaudits I'm getting. So I will see you in the next one. Well, presumably we're going back to the city to make use of our ill-gotten gains.